Okay, so you've done a bunch of your comic works. You have the I Never Write for the Money, but I Always Turn in the Manuscript for a Check that came out in 2020. And then that was more covering your stuff, correct? And
Yeah, it was more it
comic
was
book
a collection
industry.
of essays and things I've written about writing and the comic book business and things like that. Yeah.
Excelsior!
And then in the direct comments, direct conversations, and direct creativity, which just came out April 17th, I
Right.
believe.
Right.
Um, you got to sit down and talk to all of the different creators that have been friends of yours and generations worth of them, and just checking out. I believe it said, "Who or what inspired you most in your development as a comic book creator?" and all of the
Yeah.
different answers. And you just have wonderful. I'm not going to screw everything up because I'm going to by trying to say everybody's name who you've interviewed. But so is this basically you interviewing yourself with the same lineup in some of the panel by panel? Do you take kind of a bit of a lead from the way other people answered your interviews?
Well, I try to keep me to a minimum. I mean, I exchange stories and I thought, but I figured like in direct creativity, there's 18 interviews. So, a little bit of me in each interview was fine. I was spread across the entire book. I really was trying to focus on the people I was talking to. Because, I
Oh,
mean, like, I've got Jerry Conway and Mike Avon Oeming and Chuck Patton and Roy Thomas and Christopher J. Priest, Mark Wade, Mark Millar, Mark Guggenheim. A lot of people named Mark. Anybody named Mark, I was interviewing for this book.
It's true. And I changed my name to Mark.
and you had some Dans.
And some Dan, yes.
A couple Dans.
When in panel by panel, is that kind of you answering the same kind of questions that you were asking them?
Oh, yeah, well, I mean, I cover a little bit of everything. I mean, it really starts from, the beginning when I was, picking up comic books that I was too young to read. And it just, follows just my obsession with comics through to getting into fandom and then my professional career, and after at DC and other places.
Excelsior!